Hello, 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 and welcome to Get Comfortable by Lizana-Prodeaux. I am the voice behind Get Comfortable. I hope all of you are doing really well. I'm really thankful for the support that you guys have been giving me during this time of transition for me. I've been shaking and moving and shaking, but nonetheless, I will try to get back onto a normal schedule of posting for you. I do miss you guys, but I also want to stay true to giving you the best versions of me and sharing with you messages that I believe come from where they're supposed to come from to give to you. Okay? I had a vision yesterday of a lobster, and I have never had a vision of a lobster before, and so I had to do a deep dive on what that means for us. And so in a dream state, it means persistence. It means do not stop working hard on your goals. So some of you are like on the brink of like some success. You're almost there, and I know that sometimes when we're almost there, when we almost are at the finish line or almost are at a point where we are able to see success, we're able to see growth. Sometimes what happens is we're going through our most difficult and frustrating times, and it's meant to knock us off course. It's meant to distract us. We're not going to allow those things to distract us. This vision came to me, and it was simple, and it was just a lobster that came from the ocean, and it was right next to me. I looked at it. It was right next to me. It did not move. It continued to move its back legs, those straight ones, not the claws. It didn't snap at me. It was very calm. I was very calm, not in a fear state. And so some of you are over just the hard parts of being persistent with whatever it is that you're going through, whether it's a dream that you have to do something bigger than what you've ever done before, or whether it's something that you're building upon, whether it's your growth mentally, emotionally, or with a partner. Sometimes those difficult moments, we get so many of them, and you really just don't want to continue to be persistent with it. So in this, you're being asked to continue to be persistent with whatever your goal is for, because you're almost there. And sometimes when we're almost there, that's when we give up. It's when we give up. Also, taking risks is big here. A lot of the time when we're being called to do something by God, we get in a space where we're asking so many questions. How am I supposed to do this? When is this supposed to happen? This is not the right time. I don't have enough finances or resources to do the things that you're asking me to do, Lord. How do I go about it? And then you kind of like take a step back when God's actually wanting you to take a risk and jump forward in faith, right? But we don't have the faith because we don't see what he's able to do, because we're not him. So we're going off of our little minds instead of following him, being obedient and jumping into it, right? So this is just here to tell you to continue to be persistent and vigilant in your search for your full potential and whatever it is that you want to do, taking the risks, stepping out of your comfort zone, stretch yourself beyond your limits, and so you can set yourself up for greatness. Being careful around those who are jealous of you at this time, because oversharing sometimes your what it is that you're trying to do, what it is that's going on. People are so against it. They don't want to see it. And just also be mindful of people who are negative, and they always have something negative to say. That's not the space you want to be in, especially not around this time when you're already questioning what you should be doing, what you need to do, and then questioning God's position on what you want to take a jump on. You know what I'm saying? Also, this reminds you that you're on the right path. It reminds you that you're on the right path to what you want to do. It may not seem that way, because to be honest, it doesn't feel very pleasant right now. You're in a growing phase, you're in a stretching phase, and that's in relationships, that's in finances, that's in just actualizing your goals. You're in a stretching phase and it might not feel good, so you don't really need negativity around you. But the bigger part of it all, and I guess the realm of where all of this is coming from, is that the lobster came out of the ocean, came out of the sea, and what that means is you will make investments that will benefit you in the future if you continue to stay on the right path and nourish your goals. Okay, you will see God move in ways and move mountains for you in ways that you didn't think of before. Okay. If you see the largeness of the lobster represents just how big your obstacles could look, but really they're not that large. And it's just, you're being asked to not do things that don't feel good to you at this time. You need your energy to be on the max. Okay, you need your energy to be so good and so potent that even when negative things happen to you, just able to look at it and say, oh well, I have to deal with this, I have to go through this time, but I'm not going to let it take my joy. I'm not going to let it steal my joy. So you're being asked right now to do things that feel good to you, that are only good for you. That means nourishing your body, giving yourself plenty fruits and vegetables. That means moving around, loosening up those bones, getting on a move, even if you're taking a walk around the block. It's going to make you feel better. Speaking positivity over yourself and not allowing negative thoughts or negative people to infiltrate your plans, your goals, and your ideas. And that's basically it. I'm not going to keep y'all too long because that's really not the basis of this. This was straightforward, straight to the point, and I'm not going to tack a bunch of stuff onto it. I just thank you guys again for being so supportive and for sticking by me. I love you guys to the moon and back, and I pray this message reached the ears that it was supposed to. Please take care.